Hello, this is Rhonda Ohlson from Woman Shine. Let your true colours shine through and express the real you. Thought I'd just pop in for a minute this afternoon to let you know about our class this morning, Aging with Ease and Grace. And I did a lesson called Reaching with Your Whole Self. And afterwards, we had this wonderful discussion about as we come out of isolation, how do we reach out again? So some of us can't wait, champing at the bit, can't wait to get out and be free again. So racing out, our heart leads the way. And others of us are more reticent, worried about, oh, what's it going to be like as we come out of isolation? We're going to get the virus again. There'll be too many people around and all sorts of things. And do I have to go back to my old life? And I don't want to go back to my old life, but I want to do something else. And we feel weighed down by responsibility. So all these things we talked about and looked at how these things impact our body. So when we can come from our heart and reach forward with our heart, our whole body's involved in that movement. We can move easily in the natural spiral pattern that our body's designed to move in. But when we're moving with fear and that sense of duty and responsibility, something stops us moving. So in the lesson we did this morning, we explored all the different parts that are involved in reaching. So when we reach out with our hand and arm, it's not just the arm and the hand that move. Our shoulder moves and our ribs move. And we look towards where we're going. Our pelvis moves. And the most important thing for many of us in the class, and me too, was that the belly opens out. If you try and do this little movement, like reach forward with your hand, hold your belly really tight and feel it's kind of like you've got the brakes on and you can't really move. But if you can let your belly be free, like breathe into your lower belly and just reach out, then the movement becomes free and easy. So I thought I'd just share with you a few little comments that people made after the class today. We had one lady in the class who had injured her right shoulder, kind of like a frozen shoulder. And in the lesson, I noticed that she was having difficulty moving. So I just suggested that she put a big pillow under her arm. So she was lying on her side and had a big pillow because we were doing movements of sliding the arm. And when she did that, she found that she could easily move and she found that spiral movement in her body. And the comment that she made was at the end, having an injury doesn't mean you can't do something. It's just finding a way to do it that's supportive and restorative. So I thought that was very beautiful. Years ago when I broke my collarbone, I had to learn to find ways of moving my arm again. And the movements of this lesson really helped me a lot. And then there was another lady in the class who was her first time today with us, and she had a sore back when she came. And she said after the lesson that her pain was gone and she had this warm feeling in her lower back and her shoulders were free to reach out. And she said it was great. I loved it. So that was really nice. And another lady in the class was a yoga teacher. And she said that she was surprised that when she reached with her heart open, that and with this sense that she thought of the word harmony, and so like reaching and finding harmony in her life, that everything was able to move really easily. But when she moved, thinking of she had to be on time, she was always late, and that created a lot of disharmony. She said she was very surprised at how that inhibited her movement, even though she could really move quite freely normally. The thought about, oh, I'm going to be late, and that sense of creating that disharmony she put the brakes on in her body. And so we looked at it and just explored, well, what did she do? How did she put those brakes on? And so be interesting to see in your life, how are you moving out of this isolation? Are you moving out in a wholehearted way and reaching out to the new, or are you feeling a bit reticent? And can you become aware of what's happening in your body? Because it's amazing. Once you start to even just become aware, a light switches on in your brain and something shifts, which enables you to get even a little tiny bit more room to move so that you can move forward a little bit in your life. So if you'd like to join us, there's still time. This is our second week and we've got 4 more left. And if you decide to join us, it's only $60 for the whole 6 weeks. And for that, you get the lesson. Those, if you've missed out on those 2 lessons, you can still get the recording of it. I have a video recording and an audio recording, and the transcripts of the lessons. So it's a very good deal. You get a lot for a very cheap price. And I just have great joy in sharing this work, because I think it's just a way of freeing ourselves and expressing our creativity in our life, not being locked in our little boxes, but learn how to be this creative being and to express the possibilities that we have in our humanness. And I think at this time with this COVID situation, the whole world is brought to a standstill, and we can't keep going this way. Something has to give, something's got to give, something has to change. And I think Mother Nature is showing us that we need to listen to her and come back into her bosom and nurture and nourish the birth of a new part of us, so that we can thrive and our world can thrive. So this is Rhonda Ohlson signing off for now from Moonshine. Have a good, safe weekend, happy weekend, and may you reach for your dreams. Bye for now.